Hello everyone, Clark here, welcome back to another video. Today, I am back and Grief has returned after a whole decade. This is what Black Ops 6 Zombies needed. A permanent game mode, by the way. After the amount of limited time modes we were getting, we are finally getting a permanent mode, which is Grief, and I'm so happy that Grief is finally returning. On top of that, there are a lot of limited time modes returning within Black Ops 6 Zombies Season 4, and they actually look really cool. The sad thing is, they're limited time once again, so I beg and pray that Treyarch just do what they did with Cold War. See the majority of the limited time modes that they've done within that game, make them permanent by the end of the game's life cycle, or the next season, just please. But aside from that, I'm happy that we've got Grief back. On top of that, yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in ages. Shut up. I am working on my BO6 Zombies story video, but Grief appeared and I was away on holiday and I've got vlogs to upload, so that will happen first, as it will take less time to work on those videos than it will the Easter egg video. So I apologize. But let's try to hop into Grief here. We do have like a little trailer here. It's like some YouTube short kind of resolution here, but we'll live with it. It's far quality as well. Perfect. This is mostly focusing on Stitch returning within Black Ops 6, as he supposedly died in Cold War Zombies, which, Cold War Zombies, just Black Ops Cold War. I don't know how to really feel about that, because I really loved the Black Ops Cold War lifecycle story for MP and all that stuff. So to see Stitch just come back out of the nowhere, it's just, I don't know. I hope we get a good, reasonable explanation, because he's a cool character and he looks really great in Black Ops 6. But for him to come back, just literally pulled out Treyarch's ass, I'm not sure how I feel about that. But here we go, here comes Grief. Let's see this. There you go, so we got Liberty Falls. The Mimic is on Liberty Falls, and it looks like there's some objectives here. Oh man, I'm so excited. I was literally at work when I first saw this and I was hyped. Grief the competition. Yeah, there you go, and we're on Shattered Vale. And you hear Richtofen speaking as well. It is Richtofen versus Sam. Those are the teams for Grief in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And there's Warzone. I'm going to stop it there because I really don't give a shit about Warzone. But let's get into the main parts of, you know, Black Ops 6 Zombies Season 4. Again, I'm mainly only focusing on zombie stuff, as every time I've done these type of videos, I've always went over a bit of everything. But I really just want to focus on the zombies here, because I haven't played zombies like properly in a good while. And I'm going to be streaming all of Black Ops 6 Zombies, the Zombie Snacks Easter eggs, on my Twitch channel the moment this video goes live. So if you guys click the link in the description below to my Twitch, I will be live there streaming that. So please do go check that out. But as you see here, Black Ops 6 Zombies Season 4, there's Grief. So let it be known, the Janice Towers map is not coming this season. It's not coming in Season 4 Reloaded. It will most likely come in Season 5. So just a heads up there. But let's see. Grief returns. Drop into this epic 4v4 competitive battle on all maps. So there was a bit of speculation whether or not I'd be on Liberty Falls and Shattered Vale. It is on all maps. Outlasting the opposition while securing capture zones to debuff and grief your opponents. The last team still standing wins. Traditional Grief, just with some objectives thrown in there, which I'm fine with personally. Additional gameplay content. Crack open the armored undead and create an area of effect explosions with the Shatter Blast ammo mod. Now, I know I've been complaining throughout the majority of Black Ops 6 Zombies lifecycle where we're getting new stuff that we've already seen before. Well, not necessarily new stuff, it's old stuff that's coming back that's been labelled as new. The only thing is it's changed slightly because of augments, but still not new technically. But Shadow Blast was my favourite ammo mod within Cold War Zombies, so I'm personally happy to see it back. Chew over the impressive effects of 3 new Gobblegums and create even bigger explosions with the Grim Reaper support launcher. New modes and more. Unlock hidden rewards with more Dark Ops challenges, then prepare to face down a powered up abomination. Survive as long as you can in the starting room limited time mode. Improve your leaderboard worth by zombie slaying for bragging rights and rewards. All around great. And then of course, as you see here, Grief mode at launch. Oh, that logo looks so nice. Look at this, man. This shit goes hard as oh man, I'm so excited. But let's read it here. 4v4 competitive mode where 2 teams outwit and outlast each other. Capture zones to debuff enemies. No damage against other players. Respawns every 3rd round. Available maps. Liberty Falls, Terminus, Citadel, the Tomb, and Shattered Vale. Though there are restrictions on Grief for Black Ops 6 Zombies, Wonder Weapons is the biggest one, which all in all, I don't know how to feel about this, because it would have been nice to use the Mark II and the ray gun at least. So for us to not be able to use like the swords, the Wonder Wolf, all that stuff, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I don't know, man, I don't know. For Gobblegums as well, we have Exit Strategy that's been restricted, Idolize, Wonder Bar, Time Out, and Flavored Hex, which Flavored Hex was a Black Ops 3 Gobblegum where that would give you a chance to give you another random Gobblegum within the whole of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So that is a new Gobblegum coming back within Black Ops 6 Zombies from Black Ops 3 Zombies. Not seen since Black Ops 2, Grief returns to Zombies. This fan favourite mode pits two teams of 4 against each other, with both sides vying to out-survive the other. As the battle lines are drawn between Sam and Director Richtofen, each team pledges their support to one of these rivals at the start of the match, subsequently receiving handler comm support from one of them throughout the ensuing chaos. Indirect PvP combat. The action is almost immediate as both teams drop into either side of the same Grief arena within the chosen Zombies map, and indirect PvP combat comes into effect. The two teams of 4 players can't outright kill members of the enemy team, but can interact with them by body blocking or slowing them by using melee based bullet based weapons or projectiles. Victory conditions. The winning team is the one that manages to grief their rivals into being killed or entering a down state. As long as one or more team members are upright, the match continues. Grief Arena returns. The action is constant and can get incredibly chaotic due in part of your proximity to your opponents and the hordes of the undead encroaching on your team. Thanks to the arena being a subsection of the main Zombies map, these are known as Grief Arenas. Within a Grief Arena are a variety of features. Now, if you guys don't know, certain maps of Grief and Black Ops 2 Zombies, aside from the survival maps, they were cut down into certain areas of the map, so you wouldn't be able to explore the whole map. Take Buried for example. I'm pretty sure you're only limited to the bar and where Arthur stays. At least I'm pretty sure. Anyway, you couldn't explore the whole map. Now, do you not know how good they could actually pull this off in Season 5 by taking those Grief Arena areas and making them into survival maps? Me personally, I think that would be very cool. More content, and in general, I think it would be a lot of fun for the general player. So sure, please, if you're bringing back Black Ops 2 stuff, bring back survival maps from these Grief Arena areas, please. Let's continue on reading here. We've got an open environment. Grief Arenas are clearly defined areas where any critical doors have already been opened and the power will already have been turned on. All other door buys are inactive. Both teams spawned on opposite sides of the arena, each in group of 4, player respawning. Any team members that are down, provided one or more of their team are still alive, can be revived at any time through rival teams, undead enemies, and shock charges can hamper this action. Additionally, a wave respawner triggers every 3rd round, automatically reviving any eliminated teammates from both teams. Join in progress. Any player not in the game can join up until round 10 has been completed and has a small grace period to orient themselves before they're swarmed by zombies. Additionally, if a team has won back-to-back capture zones, see below to join in progress is not available. Essence and salvage. Unlike in standard playlists, salvage pickups in Grief are worth 100 salvage. Visible to all players and can only be picked up by the first player to grab it. Zombies. Rounds will progress faster than usual and the amount of zombies per round has been increased to account for all 8 players. All undead entities except for bosses are to be expected. If players fail to kill zombies, the round will turn. Now as for the core mechanics, the arsenal, pack-a-punch, mystery box, crafted table, perk machines, gobblegum machine with exit strategy, idolized wonder bar, timeout, and flavored hex restricted, armor wall buys, and the wonder fizz machine are available in a Grief Arena where they normally reside, or in a new location if they don't normally exist in this portion of their respective maps. Note, while the current gobblegum restrictions are in place to keep matches dynamic yet balanced, additionally restrictions may be made in the future as developers keep an eye on the game balance similar to ranked play. And then as for capture zones, appearing at a regular cadence during a match, these are smaller areas within a Grief Arena where players are required to stand and earn specific types of kills to trigger a grief on the opposing team. Plan A, survive. Plan B, capture zones. Keeping your team upright and focused on undead staying for longer than your rivals is the main plan in this mode. However, there's an important secondary focus that you need to plan for capturing zones and griefing your rival team. Capture zones appear at regular intervals throughout a match, and after stepping through the glowing perimeter, you and your team can secure the zone by staying inside it and dispatching zombies, beckoning your crew into a zone to quicken the zombie slaying. And once your kill kill count meets the requirement, a grief is triggered on the opposition. Note that if neither team reaches this requirement within the countdown inside a capture zone, the grief is applied to both teams. I like that, alright? There's some punishment there, okay. What is a grief? It's a temporary debuff penalty or negative gameplay mechanic that you can inflict on your rival team at a capture zone. The type of grief is shown at the objective tracker within a capture zone. Here are the possible griefs you're aiming to inflict on your foes. Weapon nerf. The affected players inflicted considerably reduced damage to zombie enemies. Ammo drain. All ammo based weapons including the stowed receiving an ammo drain with bullets or shells being removed constantly while the grief is active. Zombie ambush. An elite zombie is summoned and it solely focuses its killing power on the enemy team until either the elite or the team are defeated or the timer runs out. Weapon carousel. The rival players' weapons are randomly swapped every few seconds. Frozen. The grief reduces the enemy player's movement along with the frost and ice coating the characters. So kind of similar to the Liberty Falls Christmas game that we got back in Christmas. Grief and capture zones also introduced new score types, including capture zone kill, awarded to a player who defeated a zombie type during a successful capture zone completion. Capture zone win, awarded to all players on a team who successfully commandeer a capture zone. Capture zone elite kills, awarded to a player who slays an elite spawned in a capture zone. Available grief arenas, 11 arenas on launch. A total of 11 different grief arenas are available in this mode. Here's a list along with a brief description of the points of interest within each one. Liberty Falls Arena 1, Pumping Pay, Motor Lodge and Fuller's Liberty Lanes. Liberty Falls Arena 2, Dark Ether Church and Cemetery Hilltop. Terminus Arena 1, Biolab. Terminus Arena 2, Crab Island. Citadel de Moor Arena, Courtyard, Ramparts and Entrance Hall. The Tomb Arena 1, Dig Site and Mausoleum. The Tomb Arena 2, Dark Ether Nexus only. Okay. Shattered Vale Arena 1, Garden Pond, Lower Terrace. Shattered Vale Arena 2, Upper Terrace, Shems Henge, Motor Court. Shattered Vale Arena 3, Mansions Foyer, Overlook, East Foyer and Library. Shattered Vale Arena 4, West Hallways, Southwest Balcony and Bottlery. I'm telling y'all, they could literally take these arenas and make them into survival maps. Treyarch, I pray for the gods, please make it happen. And then after that, we've got new challenges and limited time modes, accessing the following new content within all 5 zombie maps unless otherwise stated throughout season 4. Dark Ops challenge launch. A mysterious new set of hidden calling cards and boundless amounts of XP are available at the start of season 4 thanks to a fresh drop of zombies Dark Ops challenges. Who knows, maybe there's even one for grief. All further information is yeah, that's covered. New limited time mode, starting room. This is mid-season. Inspired by the starting room and the classic Moon Zombies map, drop in with up to 3 of your zombies crew into a more straightforward but challenging experience where you're locked into the first zone of the map. Raptor 1 is gone. All those undead hordes are only going to get stronger, but all doors in the initial zones are unlocked. Survive to the highest round you can. Again, this sounds great. The fact that there is a starting room challenge actually a part of a game mode and that it can give you rewards sounds cool. Why is it limited time though? Please make it permanent in the future, Treyarch, I beg. New limited time mode, Abomination. This is also for season 4 reloaded. Enter a warped version of Liberty Falls during this new mid-season event and hunt down an ultra powered up Abomination. Perhaps it's wise to bring backup. Alright, I don't know what that game mode really entails. I would need to hear more about it, but sounds cool, I guess. New gameplay content and gobblegums. Wreck even the most battle-hardened undead threat with the new explosive power of the Shower Blast ammo mod. Then drop even more devastating firepower on the hordes with the Grim Reaper support launcher. There's 3 new chewables also, which we already knew. And then as you can see here, the Essex model from Black Ops 4 Zombies is also coming back. Bullets deal explosive damage. Each bullet has a chance to create an explosion that destroys armor. Modify your ammunition to explode the toughened armor of certain normal and special undead enemies. This mod also has the second benefit, creating an area of effect blast radius at the same time, whether any armor is shattered or not. Due to the somewhat chaotic nature of this modification, there is a random chance of the shatter blast effect triggering, and it won't happen every time you fire. Also, expect a cooldown period after the effect. Note that shatter blast doesn't directly affect elite enemies depending on some augment research, but area of effect explosions can still damage them. You're wise to wrangle your undead into hordes. so they're near each other to really inflict some damage. So here are the augments here. So for the major augments, we have Big Game. Shadow Blast can be used against elite enemies. Expect an impressively sized explosion. Blast Chain. On explosion, 3 additional explosions occur in rapid succession. And Blast Repair. For every enemy that has its armor destroyed by Shadow Blast, armor health will be restored for the player. For the minor augments, we have Blast Zone. Increase the size of the explosion. For Blast Boost, increase the explosion damage. And for Blast Wave, normal enemies are knocked down by the explosion. For the new Gobblegums on launch, we have Flavored Hex. It activates a random Ultra Gobblegum. I don't really need to explain that, it's from Black Ops 3. Explosive Flavorish. Reloading your weapon creates an explosion around you. Gobblegum lasts 2 minutes. That sounds like something that genuinely could have been an ammo mod for an augment. So, I mean, it sounds cool, but for it to be a Gobblegum, I'm not really sure if that was the best choice. For Rain Burps, which is a whimsical zombies killed Bleach sparkly rainbow bubbles that last 3 minutes. It's a whimsical, it sounds funny as hell, I'm all for it. And then the Grim Reaper launcher here, it costs 2,000 salvage, and that's really it for the zombie stuff. But yeah, no, zombies all around. I'm glad it's more a slower pace to give Treyarch more time, not only to focus on the next zombies game, which they're most likely working on, being the Black Ops 2 sequel, being Black Ops 7, but it will also give them more time to focus on Janice Towers and a potential DLC 5 map releasing at Season 6. I genuinely can't see them just releasing Janice Towers just like that. Like, leave it as 2 seasons without no match. I don't know, and it genuinely would feel kind of weird. I guess it really all depends on the ending of Janice Towers, but I would love to see a completely new unique map. Now, I love Liberty Falls, I love Shard Vale, and I'm sure I'll love Janice Towers as well. But you gotta keep in mind, we knew the mansion was going to happen ever since launch. You can physically see it in Liberty Falls. Shard Vale, you can see Liberty Falls, and then on both of those maps, you can see Janice Towers. So to have 3 maps in the same area is kind of strange, even though they're good. So honestly, I would love to see a new unique map at the very end for Season 6 of Zombies. But all in all, I'm telling you, this is why I asked for it. I wanted a season for Zombies for Black Ops 6 fully dedicated to game modes. And this is what they're doing with the limited time modes. I personally think it should be permanent, but alright. And then Grief being the main one, I'm very excited for. But yes, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section down below, how do you guys feel about Grief returning? Do you guys think it's a good thing? Do you guys think it's a bad thing? Do you like the new changes that they're adding in? Or do you not? But yes, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you all within the next video or live stream. Goodbye!